hallways of this industry we call showbiz. It is our annual music episode. We love this. Is like one of my favorite episodes of the year. I'm obsessed with music. I love thinking about different kinds of music. I know, Sean, that you're really into it as well. And we had a lot of music that we wanted to talk about and play on the show today, because often we will spin some things on this episode. Just some stuff that we've been like getting up on lately. Yeah.
So we're always like, we're basically human Spotify discoverers. And we are able to isolate, like, this is the hotness. This is the new track that's going to be popping off. This is the shit you didn't even know came out. Sometimes it came out a year or two ago.
Yes. And maybe it's not.
People missed it.
Yes. And maybe it's not this, but this sample, I can take this track. I can take this track of it. I can isolate that. Mm-hmm. And now that could be just one part of the new hotness.
Yeah. And so as you know, as your human Spotify discover man, we are able to sort of make you aware of things you wouldn't know, so that your life has grooves, hot grooves, that you jam to.
And everyone's listening, getting so excited to listening to it.
We get letters
or their own Spotify discover. And I'm so sad to talk about how we can't do that this year. And we can never do it again.
Because of big business.
Because of business and corporations.
Because big business and corporate.
Which we hate. I've always hated corporations.
Our biggest enemy.
And now that maybe that's why this is happening to us, because we have always been speaking out against so many of these corporations.
My biggest enemies in order are mediocrity, the bird I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
And big business.
I would have to say mine is the status quo.
Yeah, that's a big one too. So, okay. So, mediocrity. Okay, status quo. Let's agree. Number one, status quo.
Yes.
Bush. Mediocrity. That bird.
Yeah.
Who I'd love to eat raw. And then big business corporation.
So this is what
and don't think they don't know we're gunning for them, because they're now swatting back at us with their team of lawyers. And what do you call a billion lawyers at the bottom of the ocean on fire?
It's the best day of my whole life.
Yeah, you call it friggin' Christmas morning.
So we get called into, I don't know, this guy Colin, there's this guy Colin who runs the show now. It's a revolving door of suits around here. I can hardly keep track of these guys.
Oh, God.
But Colin is in charge now. Probably
ruining our lives.
Named that because he's freaking calling everyone at his office all day long.
Yeah.
And so he calls us in there. Maybe we should just play the clip of it. Because we are always openly recording these things when
I wear a t-shirt that says "You are currently being recorded." It says "Smile, you're on microphone," and then we have like our phone sticking out of our pocket with a big speaker attached, and I go, hey, talking to the friggin' thing.
Yes, and I have a boom. I'm sort of holding a boom, so I don't talk much in these things, but this is like the conversation that we had with Colin when he called us into his office.
All right, mate. Why don't you have a seat then? Why don't we have a little chat then?
I prefer to stand,
nice
bitch.
For a cuppa.
I'll stand, bitch.
All right. Well, I'm just. I've been asked to tell you that.
Spit it out, man.
Well, the truth is, this music you all have been playing on the show, it's all gone a bit tits up, hasn't it?
Do it in English, man. You're in America, man. We saved your ass in World War II. Why don't you show a little respect?
Well, it's some of this music then. I'm getting all these calls from the different lawyers and the record company. Barristers, sorry about that.
Lawyers, huh? What's the difference between a lawyer and a catfish, brother? One's a scum-sucking creature, bottom feeder, covered in slime, and the other one is just as bad.
All right, well, I suppose I follow that logic. Unfortunately, they've asked you to stop playing music on the show No more of the samples.
Why is your name that, man? Is it because you're always calling everybody into your office to freaking chafe their butts?
Well, it's like me dad is calling Firth.
I love the Railroad Man or whatever the fuck. You see that one? The
No,
Railway Man or
I didn't
something?
know.
It's crazy. But, so, anyway, you're talking about music. Hayes the Boom is
Sorry.
in my...
Yes, sorry. I'm mad. I
Yeah,
love
no,
music.
I
I'm
know,
obsessed
but
with
you're,
music.
like,
We can't play
sticking it in my mouth.
music on the show anymore.
But you're putting the boom right into my mouth.
I'm afraid it's so. I'm afraid it is. And we've all stepped out of line against the law every now and then. I am an illegal immigrant in this country, for example. I flew over hiding under the Queen's dress.
Oh,
Got a bit of a little pixie there while I was down there.
you are so cheeky.
Had a bit of a
so
looky-loo,
cheeky.
didn't I, while I was down there?
That is too cheeky, even
But now
for me.
I am an illegal resident of the United States.
What was the Queen coming for? That doesn't matter. It's going to be some cheeky answer. All right, bitch. So basically, you're saying if we want to play any more music, we got to fight you or something. Is that right?
Well, you have to. My real purpose here is to recruit foreign agents for me gang of young pickpockets.
Oh, no.
I work for a terrorist cell run by the under Lord Fagin.
So it's an entire city of your little foot soldiers running around pickpocketing. It's a city of thieves. And in fact, this is like Lies of Loch Lamora, isn't it?
Well, I suppose it.
This is like Lies of Loch Lamora.
I suppose it is a little bit like Lies of Loch Lamora.
Oh, no, Colin. Well, I don't want to be a part of that. That's insane. So, all right, well, I'm not going to join your little team of thieves. Basically,
Me neither.
You're in bed with these corporate lawyer catfish bottom of the ocean scum, and
I do love corporations, and I love me a bit of business now and then, don't I?
that's one of our biggest enemies. And so you now want us to fall in line with the business, and if not, you're going to shut down the show and burn all the tapes.
I hadn't said that yet, but I was about to. That is what I intend to do.
Burn the master recordings so they're not even on the internet anymore. Well, we can't have that. We care too much about our fans. Here's what we're going to do.
I don't have any respect for your fans, and I don't want them to have a good time listening to your show, do I?
Colin, I don't want to whomp you one. I don't want to do it because I don't want to go to jail for murder after one punch. So here's what we're going to do. Bitch. You stay behind that desk. And you're being recorded, by the way. You stay behind that desk. I'm going to walk out of here. We're going to call one of our rock and roll friends. We'll do all new music, even better than the music we found anyway, because we're actually going to be involved from the ground floor. And we won't play it, and you and your corporate cronies can just keep your mitts out of our good show.
And so that actually works as a great intro for what we are doing this episode.
Oh, I didn't think of it that way, but yeah, I guess it would.
Because Michael Cronin is here. He comes by for our annual music episode every year. And he was already going to be here to talk about it and spin some music. But now we're going to play our own new music for the show because we're not allowed to play songs
And
anymore.
I hope it sticks in the corporate craw.
On a Hollywood Handbook.
Hollywood Handbook. Meg Ryan, Richard Gere, Michelle Pfeiffer, Rupert Grint. Small, small, small. Small, small, small. Here comes Hayes and Sean.
Oh, wow.
Even way better.
Looks like we can't
Way
even do music
better.
after all, even the ones that we are allowed to use.
So much better, yeah. Even though we can use that one, you will hear it from now on.
Welcome to Hollywood Handbook, an insider's guide to kicking butt and dropping names on the red carpet, lie back hallways of this industry we call showbiz. We are doing the music episode again, even against Colin, the boss who hates music, I think, is another secret fact about him.
Oh yeah, no, he because even when we tried to play some songs, and this wasn't on the recording, or it was, but we obviously can't use it because we can't play music. But we'd play songs and go, we can't even use this one, Colin, and it looked like it was hurting him. He was like, "Oh my friggin' ears!"
And meanwhile, I'm listening to it
everything.
and loving it, and I'm liking it. Even it's honestly when there isn't music playing, that's when my ears hurt.
I get depressed.
Yes.
I get depressed, and when there's no music, and in a world with no music, I would be, everything's gray and cloudy and nasty, and it's raining, and I'm sad, and I'm sleeping
There's
all
no
day, but I'm
colors.
still tired.
There's no colors.
There's no rainbows. There's no double rainbows. I mean, everything, and no flowers or anything. Because music is the life of the ears and the soul.